inside your heart? Is there any room for me? I would have to hold my breath till you get down on one knee, because you only want to hold me when I'm looking good enough. Did you ever feel?
Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all have been enjoying the videos so far. We coming with them back bangers. As you can see here, we got us a little mukbang. You know, we doing a little mukbang, little seafood mukbang. I don't know, something about seafood just makes the mukbang so satisfying. I don't know why my default, honestly, no. First of all, I've been craving seafood. I've been craving seafood, and it could just be because I'm on my cycle. I don't know, but I've been craving seafood for some days now, and I've been waiting for the right time, you know what I'm saying, to eat seafood, because I can't eat seafood, a bunch of seafood, a whole lot. And today's seafood boil, we got us some shrimp, no head. We got some snow crab legs, some black mussels, some corn potato eggs, and we have some oysters. Now what I might do is bust these oysters down first. See what these oysters hitting on, and then we're gonna go from there. But today we're gonna be doing a Q&A. I posted a little questionnaire on my Instagram to have everybody ask me like some questions that they want me to answer for my Q&A, and they did. So I'm gonna be answering some questions. First things first, if you have not already liked, comment, and subscribe to this channel. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and make sure you get subscribed to this channel, baby. And go ahead and make sure you click that post notification bell while you're at it, so that you can get notified every single time I drop a video, so that way you don't miss nothing. That way you don't want to miss nothing. You don't want to miss nothing. You ain't gonna miss nothing. You click that post notification bell, you know what I'm saying? All that. Then they gave me some lemons, you feel what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take down the oysters first. We're gonna definitely take down the oysters first. Love oysters. They just bust. First question is, what do you do for me time? Honestly, you know what? I could tell you right here, right now. For me time, I will buy me some food. My favorite meal. I'm a movie lover, so I love movies.
You sure can't put it away.
First thing I'm doing for me time, and speaking of movies, you know they're coming out with a new Avatar? Actually, it's already out. And I got to go see that right there. See, I love to go watch me some movies, baby. And paired with my favorite meal, a good movie, paired with my favorite meal, heaven on earth. These oysters bust. They made it right. I got some steamed oysters. Baby, I don't know how y'all be focusing and doing these mukbangs at the same time. It's hard for me to, I gotta lock in. I feel like I'm not locked in before. Another thing that I do for me time, aside from like taking myself out, I'll take myself out to eat. Aside from like watching movies and stuff, I also take myself to the park, especially when I feel like overwhelmed, when I'm overwhelmed by work and stuff. I step out and I will go to the park and take a walk real quick. I will go sit by some water real quick. Oysters, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Next question, how are you mentally? That's a good question. Mentally, mentally, I don't know how people be doing mukbangs and talking at the same time, literally. Now, mentally, I feel like I'm in a better place than I was before. Mentor and coach so many people at one time can sometimes be hectic, but it's all worth it, especially when I get to be able to see the growth of the people that God has called me to. So mentally, I'm better. I can tell you, and if I'm just being fully transparent, I wasn't okay for a while mentally, because what people see of me online is I'm successful, I got so much stuff going on, so much stuff going for myself, I'm a woman of God, blah, blah, blah. They see all of that. But what y'all don't see is the loneliness that come with it. How lonely it can get. You know what I'm saying? Girl, do be struggling with loneliness sometimes, feeling alone. I know I'm not alone. So don't nobody tell me that. Tell myself, just go to Jesus. Jesus always with you. I know. But that, if I'm being real, sometimes like it don't be helping in real time when it just hit me out of nowhere. Like when the loneliness just hit me out of nowhere, like dang, I don't really have a lot of people I could call. This shrimp bus. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm sorry. Y'all seeing it. Y'all seeing the back expand because that's what y'all wanted to see. Y'all wanted to see the back, and now y'all see it. And there it is. I'm not going to say that I don't have people I can call, because I do. But it's very few. And I'm somebody that hate feeling like I'm a burden to other people. Let people tell it. I will take on other people's burdens with the quickness. I just got that type of heart. Like, if I can help you, I will. Especially if I love you. They get me right with this boy, I tell you. I never see people as burdens to me because I know my limits, and I won't let nobody be a burden to me. Like, I know how to make myself unavailable when it's getting too much, but in terms of me having people, I don't feel like I have that. It's me being real. Then I too be struggling like with friendship trauma sometimes, because and abandonment issues sometimes, which makes it hard for me to let people in recently. And this is like a recent thing. This wasn't always how I was. This is something that just like, that I've seen progressing in me. It's hard for me to let people in, which is probably why God got me by myself, because I need to heal. I need to heal. And it's not to say that you need to be completely healed to have friends. No, because sometimes God will send you people who have the healing that you need inside of them. But sometimes I tell myself that so that it can make me feel better about not having, you know what I'm saying, friends for real. And that really took a toll on me mentally earlier on in the year. But now I'm in a better place. I feel like I'm getting better. Talking about these things out loud actually is a little triggering, because there's still emotions connected to unprocessed or undealt with trauma, if you will. But if anybody watching me and you a therapist, I may need to hit your line. No doubt. Then also, I was having a conversation with my granny, and she was explaining to me how she don't really see me cry. Like, it's been a minute since she has seen me cry. And I was telling her, like, I literally vividly remember not being like that. Like, I would cry at the drop of a hat. Like, I was a crier. I truly was a crier, but somewhere along the lines, like, after failed relationship and failed friendships and all of these things, like, it desensitized me low key. And I am in a stage right now in my life where God is healing that. But in order for him to heal it, I have to confront it. And confronting it feels like going backwards, but it's not. It's just me. It's just God wanting me to process and feel. Because in order to heal, you have to feel. Mentally, I'm getting there. At first, I was just going to keep it surface level and say, I'm good. But as I explain it and talk about it out loud, I can't fully say that I'm good, but I can say that I'm getting there, that I'm on the way. Amen. Hallelujah. Next question is, what is it like being mentor to so many people? Do you get overwhelmed? Yes, I do. But not to the point where it makes me like want to stop being a mentor or coaching people. Just to a certain extent of when God called me to mentorship and when God called me to coaching, he already told me and showed me that I was prepared for this my whole life because I have the heart for it. So it doesn't get overwhelming to the point where it's just like, oh, I want to stop, I want to change what I do. I just want to start offering digital products and then that's it. No, because quite literally, I feel a way about selling someone a product without them speaking to me. Like, and I know that sounds crazy, but literally every customer that I had or ever have and ever will have, I have some sort of relationship with them. So it's not just a transactional relationship. No, we have like an actual, you know what I'm saying, relationship. I know what God is calling them to do. I help them, with that. And it's just a beautiful experience. And I'm honored and it's a privilege for real to be a part of something like that. To be a part of someone else's transition when when I was in the process of transitioning, I didn't really have, you know what I'm saying? Like that. I didn't have that coach, that mentor. So to become what I never had, for one, it was the question of God, am I even able? Am I even capable of doing this? Because if I never had one, how do I know how to be one? But then God reminded me that he was my coach. He was my mentor. And I was able to get all of the success that I got without a physical mentor because he was there all along in the spirit. And so the things that I teach my students and my mentees are literally things that God taught me. And so it's just a matter of them applying it and getting the results and things like that. And so it does get a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but nothing that my heart and my love for wanting to see people win don't compensate for already. So, yes. Next question is, what keeps you going? Knowing that there are still people out there that don't know what I Am Academy is. Like the idea that there are still people out there looking for a mentor, looking for someone who's actually going to care about them, looking for someone who's going to help them and hold their hand and guide them throughout their kingdom entrepreneur journey, and knowing that they haven't come across me yet and that God assigned them to me, that's what keeps me going. Like on the days where I don't feel like getting up, don't feel like going live, don't feel like recording content, I just reflect back on the moments when God called me to first quit my job, the position I was in, the mental state I was in, and how I wanted so badly to have a mentor, somebody there to just show me what to do next. And having this feeling that if I could just get in front of the right information, I would literally take off like a rocket. And the fact that God has now put me in position to be that for someone else, that keeps me going. Knowing that this is part of why God created me. It ain't the only reason why God created me. But knowing that teaching and speaking is a gift that God imparted to me to expand his kingdom, that's what keeps me going. Because it's just like, who am I to not operate in the gift that God gave me? And that's what I be trying to tell people who just be sitting on ideas and stuff like that. I be really wondering, who do you think you are? Like, it's not optional. Like, that's what I really be wanting to tell people. Like, you operating in your gift, you doing what God called you to do, you building the business that God called you to build, that ain't no option. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. And so if you decide to, and God is he's so nice, because that's not what he say. He don't tell us that. He don't be like, he tells us like, you got free will. That's what the Lord said. The Lord said, you got free will. But in reality, it's just like, no, when you're walking with God, there's a certain level of conviction that should come with you not fulfilling your purpose. And it does. There is a feeling, a strong feeling that you get when you're not operating in your purpose. People just ignore it because it's more comfortable to work a job. It's more comfortable to have this false sense of control over your finances, doing something that you know for a fact is going to make you money. It's more inconvenient. It's less more convenient to take a leap of faith and start something that you don't know will or will not work, because it's less convenient to have faith. Everybody want to know. Everybody want to know everything. And in this day and age of technology, where it's constantly advancing to the point where it makes it possible for us to know everything, like you can just literally go on Google, go on the internet, and get the answers to questions we've never had, to questions we have. Like, no one really wants to do the work it actually takes to build with God. And that's where I Am Academy kicks in, because I Am Academy is going to show you how to do just that. It's going to show you how to build with God. May not be efficient, but when God blow on what he's called you to do, it's over with. You're going to take off like a rocket, quite literally. Hey you, yes you already know what the dealio is. I Am Academy is here because God is calling you to build the thing that he's called you to build, and you keep sitting on them ideas thinking that you got more time and you don't, but it's okay because I can relate. I've been exactly where you are, but the reality of it is you don't have to stay there, because I Am Academy is designed to literally help push you into purpose. I quite literally have been able to show myself and others how to generate money using the gifts that God has given them, serving the people that God has called them to serve, and it is time for you to get up and do the same thing. Click the link in the bio and join I Am Academy. That's what happened to me. Like, God blew on everything that I touched. And I literally feel like I'm out here with the cure to cancer. And I'm going to tell people all over the world, those who will have ears to hear, that you can do this. That God can do this for you. That this is possible. Like, you don't have to stay where you at. You can literally take off. Because God gave us the ability to create wealth when he gave us the ability to create, period. For I Am Academy, would you ever plan a group trip? Yes. Actually, God gave me this crazy idea that I'm going to share inside the academy. But yes, we definitely got a lot of things in the works for 2026. A lot of things in the works for 2026, for sure. For sure. How has dating been for you as a woman of God? Dating? It hasn't happened for me yet. All I can tell you is that it's not time, and the only reason why I say it's not time is because it hasn't happened yet. So I just assume that God said not yet. Child, I was literally on a hunt. I was out here like Brooklyn. I need that. I want that. Gotta have that.
Bruh.
Baby, I was on a hunt. I was on a hunt. I was on a hunt last year because the way that I was in the world was very forward gal. Freeing something like that, approached it. God said, that ain't your place, nor your role. You are the woman, he who finds a wife, not a wife who finds a husband. Sit back, relax, let the man who I deem worthy to court you, date you, find you, marry you, do just that. You don't go looking. So this is me. After, of course, fell on my head a couple times, then this is me. You know what, Lord, you got it. You got it. You got it. I know that I am a wife. I know that. I know that for a fact. I know that. My daughter does play a huge role in why it's easier for me to wait now than it was before. Because I don't want my daughter to feel like she has to settle for a man. I also want my daughter, and I want to teach her patience and how to build as you are waiting on God, not a man, but as you are waiting on God, how it's important that you build your house. Because my grandmother always told me that a wise woman builds her house, period. That's exactly what I've been doing. I've been building. I've been setting the standard, setting the bar, and not lowering it for anybody. I haven't been doing much dating. I'm literally I'm with the Lord. I'm with the Lord. How do you balance your life along with your business, YouTube, and etc.? Honestly, it doesn't really feel like I'm balancing, because everything that I am doing are things that I was created to do. My relationship with God is priority. Everything else gets balanced underneath that. But wake up, I talk to the Lord, read my word, pray, and then for the rest of my day, I'm pouring, I'm recording, I'm shooting content, I'm doing things that I was created to do. So it doesn't necessarily feel like a balance. I feel like if I was working a 9 to 5, then that's when things would really feel like I'm having to balance this and schedule this and plan this. But no, literally when I wake up, the first thing I'm doing is talking to my angels. I'm talking to God. Lord, what do you want me to do today? And based on that, usually, lately, the things he's been telling me to do is the things that I've been doing all year. Recording, shooting content, being consistent, and found faithful in the thing that he called me to do. Everything just kind of is one. Everything is kind of one. Like everything is like one. Especially now that I'm doing YouTube, you all really get to see like how my days go. I'm gonna leave it here for right now. But I thank you all so much for the questions that you all asked me. Y'all were lit, turned. Thank you so much. These were really, really, really good questions, and I enjoy answering every single one of them. See you guys in another video.
You only want to hold me when I'm